Okay. Divine Mother, Heavenly Father, Infinite Creator of all that is, of all that is. Okay. Wednesday. Hello and welcome everyone to a Sacred Symbols reading. I'm your host, Desiree DeMars, and it is Wednesday, September 13th, 2023. And this reading has the underlying intention to include the energy of the Virgo New Moon that we have coming up tomorrow in the evening. So I just wanted to add that to whatever intention you're holding and that I'm holding. And this celestial event, I just wanted to say, was marking also the end of Mercury retrograde, which is wonderful for many. And but it's providing a positive shift for us as we move past these retrograde challenges and moving into taking a look at this idea of work and wellness. That is one of the themes, kind of how do you find balance? Because Virgo is all about work and getting things done, and but how does one maintain wellness and find that balance or that equilibrium with their work? So I'm going to dive right in with our invocation and invite you to do the same. If you're joining me for this, just get comfortable. Start to tap into your breath. Just find that center point within yourself. And as you bring awareness to your breath, take a couple of intentional breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And just holding that inhale for a couple of seconds. Just really allowing the chest to expand so that as you exhale, you can allow your head, neck, and shoulders to just sink down, allowing your whole spine to sink down, your tailbone to sink down toward the center of the earth. And now imagine a brilliant white light coming down from the heavens and anchoring you. to this core of Pachamama, this core of Mother Earth, and feel that sensation as you anchor in, as you slide down easily and effortlessly, feeling that grace of the divine feminine, and feeling that essence then flow up just naturally as it fills you, and it fills your toroidal field. We all have a toroidal field, and everything that exists has a toroidal field of electromagnetic energy. So just feeling the field, feeling it continue to move and expand. It's like a donut, or I sometimes imagine a figure 8 too, because it's multi-dimensional. So feeling that brilliant white light surrounding you, expanding outward, and allowing for the activations of all your chakras: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, and white. Because the toroidal field is not just the chakras. It's not just your aura. It's beyond that, right? It's the field of all that is. It's that I sometimes use in my coaching practice. It is the great mystery, right? It's the all that is, greater than any one part. So just feeling yourself expanding with that acknowledgement, with that awareness of your toroidal field as it flows and energizes you. And now all your chakras are open, fully functioning, front and back, balanced and aligned. And then feeling the emotional frequency of each of those chakras from the inside out as joy, peace and strength, courage, gratitude, humility, and divine love. And feeling it course through your blood, the hemoglobin that was activated with the color red, from that iron molten core of the earth. Feel that life force, your passion, your internal passion for life, for whatever it is that makes your heart sing. Feel that essence within you expand. And as you do that, you can feel your heart, whatever you feel passionate about in your heart, feel that open and expand in the realm of the emotion of courage, right? Courage. And that courage activates the beauty and the gratitude and appreciation that we have for those higher realms, right? Humility and divine love. And now allowing that intention that you have, or to using our I am presence, we're taking our intention that we feel in our heart for this reading today to receive answers, to receive guidance from the ancestors, guides, angels, and teachers, and putting our attention there, and then feeling that all movement, a holo movement, right? Intention, attention, movement, which is actually a holo movement, a wholeness of movement, this toroidal field, multidimensional. And just feeling that movement. And then as you hold that intention, I will express or speak the invocation to call in all of the directions. North, the spirits of the north, spirits of the east, the south, the west, above, below, and the middle. the spirits of all of the elementals, earth, air, fire, water, ether, plasma, neutrinos, and gammas, and all those elements yet unknown to man, come and be with us. Sit beside us, along with the directions in the sacred circle that we're creating to bring in wisdom, guidance, clarity. And we call in all of our guides, angels, and teachers, the two-legged, the four-legged, the many-legged, the winged ones, the finned ones, the creepy crawlers. Come and be with us. Come and be with us. Sit beside us in this circle where our hearts are open and receptive to receiving the highest levels of wisdom possible around this intention that we're holding for our sacred circle. Come and be with us, all of our ancestors, those who've gone before us, lived a good life, transcended, and are now here working on our behalf. Come and be with us. Come and be with us, all of those whose names we do not know, but whose blood runs through our veins. Come and be with us. Come and be with us, all of the ancestors, past, present, and future, and our entire lineage here that supports us. So now allowing the rattle to just amplify or integrate this theta state, this theta alpha state that we are in as we expand our conscious awareness into a superconscious field of understanding. Oh. So please be quiet. Shh. No. Stop it. Just a truck, buddy. Just a truck. And now blowing your intention into the basket 3 times along with me. Okay. So let's see what we've got here. I've got a little bit of a precarious situation here with the setup. I just didn't have a wide enough table in the location that I'm in, because those of you that are following me probably know I've been traveling, and I've got a little dog under the table, so hopefully he doesn't get excited about something. But because of this situation, I'm going to just focus here on the center circle. And let's see, we usually start with this piece of coral. And I hope this light isn't too bright. Let's see, that actually might be better. I think I'll leave it at that. It was a little bit of a glare from the light above. But we're looking at this piece of coral, which is closest to you and is in the inquiry position. And we've got grandmother. So grandmother on your mother's side and grandmother on your father's side. Here, a little closer to the center in this line here, we've got a lot. If you noticed, the things, the pieces, the symbols got stuck in the basket there, and I had to shake it a little bit. So there was a large chunk that kind of came out all together. So it's an interesting little grouping. But we have grandmother, the angelic realms, spiritual path that you're on, this idea of creativity, and maybe being even in a fork in the road. We see this little wishbone here is all about the fork in the road. So if you feel like you're making decisions or you're at a fork in the road, we also, below that, we have the great ones on your mother's side. And it's all about this rebirth, some kind of a rebirth. And here is, this is you, this half shell is you. And also, it's resting too on this idea of rebirth. And along with this great mystery that I spoke of in the invocation, it's the eye of God. So a part of that great mystery is the eye of God that really connects us to everything, right? Is the greater, the bigger picture. And there's importance here as we move toward the center of staying grounded and yet being in your innocence, a state of innocence. And right at the center, we have the shaman. So right next to grandmother and father, so your father and your father's mother. So take note of that. This seems really important. We've got two powerful ancestors here. And in fact, we've got the ancestors on your father's side, the great ones. The great ones here. We had the great ones below, or right touching, underneath the wishbone, or this wishbone actually representing, like I said, this fork in the road. So we're looking at you in a rebirthing experience on the spiritual journey that you're on. And it's something about timing, like it's time to release, clarify, purify. This is dragon's blood, and take time for reflection and really take these ideas to heart, because here's our timekeepers. They are super close together, and one is up and one is down. So it's like the time is now. The time is to clear your mind, purify, cleanse, fast, get body work, do some kind of a healing, get a reading, but whatever it takes to activate the shaman within. This is what we're seeing here at the center. I mean, it couldn't get much closer to the dead center of the diamond. Is about be your own medicine, right? And here, this is Mars, and it's about activation, activating that essence of yourself, the power, your father, your own authority, right? Like being your own authority. And especially in your home, in your living situation, be the creator, co-create, of course, with other aspects around you and circumstances, But what's key is, it's key to have this part of your vision where home is. Really get grounded in home and work. We've got work here too, right next to an ancestor, ancient ancestors on your mother's side. So take note of that. Ancient ancestors on your mother's side, there's huge transformation potential there, and very heart-centered energy. But it's like what's key is this part of your vision, speaking your truth, taking action, second chakra, about birthing that, of bringing it into form, right? Bringing it into form. And that's how you can manifest or embody, transfigure yourself into the shaman that you are, the medicine keeper that you are. And here's horse diving right into it. It's like dive in, move in, let the movement be internal, and know that being present then being as present as you can in the present moment, you will be drawing to you or magnetizing to you what it is you want, what it is you're visioning from that third eye. We've got two Buddhas right here, so interesting. This little black Buddha also represents, this piece of ebony is about, panther or jaguar, right? This focus, one-pointed focus of jaguar. So this entry, it's very interesting. If we just keep it really simple today, is like, here's the entry point through the grandmother on your mother's side. If you're standing at a fork in the road or you're making some choices, really take time for reflection, reach out to community, maybe even expand your community, definitely your spiritual community, in order to receive clarity of mind. Maybe they're like a sounding board. And then, of course, this activity here, there's another little cluster of pieces, and I'm going to address that too, because I'm glad it's in the image that you're seeing, is the locket, the lock. So we said key was Pachamama and having a vision, speaking your truth. And notice what might be putting a filter, a damper, or might be clouding things, would be around this, your crown chakra. So you want to just invoke or imagine that it's wide open and you're able to receive downloads, because there's downloads big time coming through, right? And so stay focused on your heart, the authority within your own authority figure, not somebody else. We have the moon and we have Venus. We have the moon and we have, it looks like, what do we have here? We have, here's Neptune. So that's interesting. Exactly what I said. It's like if it feels like there's a little bit of a fog there, just refer back to the moon, to the feminine aspect of the self, to what you feel in the heart, right? And that's how you'll actually receive or have clarity, these downloads coming from above the crown chakra, right? That beautiful divine white energy that we talked about in the beginning, right? That's how to access that and then bring it into the heart. Yeah, and we've got the divine feminine right here underneath the great ones on your father's side. And they're being activated by the sun right now. So that's really interesting. We've got the masculine, we've got the sun. It's almost like you can call upon them to help you with soul retrieval, right? To release whatever needs to be let go of. Also, daily, I hope that you're calling in guides, angels, teachers, whoever, great spirit, for guidance or just for empowerment, I should say, about protection, right? I call in, I have a guide. I do it multiple times, sometimes during the day, depending on who I'm interacting with, where I am, to ask for power and protection so that what is mine and what is yours is yours. What is mine, or what is theirs is theirs, if it's a person I'm interacting with. So just to have clear boundaries, And that will help you bring forth the passion that is yours. Be really clear about what you're passionate about. And just because knowing that this idea of here's the fire, here's the passion, here's our DNA, you know, this coin here represents Uranus. So things may be happening suddenly and unexpectedly, and you want to be centered and grounded at any given time, right? To receive and then take action when the timing is right. And then this is a nice little pairing right on the edge here. We've got grandfathers, the two grandfathers, the feminine and the masculine. And they're next to Pluto, which is all about it's something much bigger is happening and you just have to let go. This dagger is all about letting go. Let go of whatever is standing in the way of doing what is in your heart's vision, right? The heart, the vision of the heart. This is what we want to stay focused on, because this is really truly about this greater vision we have about home, where we came from, our star nation. You know, there's a lot of emotion there. I've been feeling that. I've been doing some deep myofascial release work, and this feels so right on about that, is right. Just letting the emotions flow, let them go. Don't judge them, just be with them, observe them, and then notice what they're teaching you. And the teaching, I'm sure, will be something powerful about transfiguration. You will be transformed. Your life will transform. Your life will change, because not everything is written in stone, number one. And then also we're seeing here this little bone is about what is not yet created. And that is what is resting here with your mother. How interesting. We've got mother at the 3. Her head is at this number 3 on the dice, which is all about creativity, right? 1 and 1 equals 3. So this could be the other, right? Something surprising inside, something powerful medicine within somebody else. There may be another person in your life, a partner, a coworker. Just know they'll be providing. They're providing some kind of a sounding board, resources, could be anything. But that's bringing us back around full circle here, which is wonderful. That is a beautiful circle about shamanic power at this time. So I'm making it brief today. Thank you for joining me. And I'll flip back to just close the circle. Okay. Stop share. Okay. Oh. Thank God for editing. Oh, yeah. Okay. So again, thank you for joining me. Let me just end with some rattling again, so you can always go back and listen to this recording to fully receive the messages and connect the dots. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining me today, and have a wonder-filled Virgo new moon. You can really see the stars now. And I know there was just recently, last weekend, I don't know if you'll still be able to catch it, is a meteor that won't be around for another 400 years. So I hope you all could catch that or caught it. And, and again, many blessings and thanks for being with me during this reading. May all that was received today not only benefit us, but benefit all those we come in contact with. In full faith, so be it. Aho. Okay. We got some editing to do, but that's okay.